Okay, Berserk Chapter 46 to 50 read through, and man, so far everything is going good with um, Casca and Guts, but I'm still worried. My worry is that how will Griffith react to all of this, and yeah, I wonder what will happen in the future and the present. Will this still continue? Is she going to survive this, or is she be going? Is she the catalyst that will um turn Guts hatred? I guess folk Guts had become more. I guess where did he get his hatred from towards Griffith? Is it just really because he was branded, or was Casca involved with that? Is the Band of the Hawk involved with that? So let's continue reading these chapters. I finally realized that day that more than Griffith brought to his knees, that more than Griffith brought to his knees from his first defeat, that I didn't want to admit what I had become. It was like the me I had been since I met Griffith, like the feelings I'd had since then would all be false. There's no falsehood in the way I live. That alone was my pride. Oh, there was more. I couldn't I couldn't tear my eyes away from him as he left without even looking back. Yeah, he didn't even look back. I guess he's already committed to leaving the band. Afraid of all that, I've lived by my sword with the intent. I guess I should do this from top to bottom. That I didn't want to. By false. Afraid of all that, I've lived by my sword without the intent of sacrificing myself for my unrequited feelings for Griffith. There's no that alone is my pride because it's what Griffith gave to me. Ooh. Oh, but I guess he looks more in serious now. Oh, oh yeah, and I forgot that. I guess this would. Yeah, she's somewhat trembling. This would be because I think this would be Casca's first time, and I think when she talked about her childhood, that she was almost about to be raped, and I think those circumstances is somewhat um has traumatized her from I guess having sexual I guess having sexual intercourse with another person. So you're shaking, you're scared. I am. I wonder if I'm going to wind up changing. If by doing this with you, everything from yesterday, everything I felt so desperately, will become a lie. Oh, it's like what was important will fade away and be gone. I'm such a coward. Yeah, I guess maybe this is somewhat. Yeah, I guess this is a very different action that she's taking from the previous her. Because, yeah, guess the previous her hates Guts and is just really focused towards Griffith. But this is what her feelings is right now. But I guess she's still somewhat conflicted with that. But it's nice that Guts is considerate enough with that. These scars, they must be from the arrows a year ago. That ain't all. There's lots of little ones and big ones. Yeah, the scars of warriors. Oh, she's getting embarrassed. What's the point in hiding him now? That's not what she's being embarrassed about. Man, guts. They like medals for mercenaries. I'm used to them. Even I'm a woman, yeah. You're looking straight at her body, so yeah, I guess she's somewhat uncomfortable with that. I know that you get all jealous, you get mad fast, and you're quick to hit. You're plenty. I feel it to the bone. I get it already. I know how serious you were. Nobody lies their way into a body with this many scars. Oh, oh, yeah. she's a woman. She's somewhat embarrassed to show her body like that with scars. So it's I guess maybe based on what she knows, and I guess maybe it's like a woman's thing that it's really their pride. I guess it's not pride, but it's like a standard of beauty that usually that they don't show any scars. But I guess but that doesn't mean anything to Guts. And yeah, I think if anything, he's somewhat admiring Casca because of her scars. And yeah, it's like a medals for warriors. But yeah, I understand. Did you know the jinx of the battlefield? If you spend too much time focused on the dead or broken, you'll find death perched on your shoulder. He was on yours earlier. Oh, that's nice. And I love how careful and comforting Guts is right now compared to the present Guts, who's more, I think, rash, and I guess he's still the same, but I think, I guess Casca is a special case. And he cares about Casca a lot. Don't think about those things. Right now, all you need to feel is to feel alive. I'll believe it. That my feelings for him now uh, aren't lies. Yeah. Because you wouldn't do this in the first place if it's. I guess she's thinking that maybe she's doing this just to forget Griffith. I think that's why she's conflicted, but she's doing this because she really has feelings for Guts. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Man, this is definitely going to be uh demonetized. Here I go. Man. Wait, please a little gentler. Yeah. Look at God's face. Oh, man. Yeah, she's a virgin. What is happening? What's what is he got? What's his guts thinking? Oh no. Yeah, the trauma. Oh man. I guess this is also his first time, and that's why I guess he's seeing him. Oh man, this is definitely another. Yeah, this is at his trauma, man, and he's now thinking that he's somewhat doing the same thing to Casca. Man, that's messed up. Man, this is another scar that has been created to his life now, and I guess even to Casca. But I guess the difference with, but I guess it's still the same, even though Casca was not really raped because he was saved by Griffith. But I think she also has that trauma trauma that traumatic experience and that fear similar with Guts. Man, and Guts was so young back then. Gambino sold your ass out. Oh no, I should have died. I guess, oh man, Guts has never told anyone about that. Guts. Oh no, what are you doing, Guts? I guess he's out of it. Oh man, we're going back to his origins. Wounds. Man, that's so cool. From the tree where he was born to the belly and I guess a bone. What's with those wings? I guess that's Nosferatu. Oh, I guess that's the Band of the Hawks. The white wing on the left. The belly and I guess that's represents Gambino, the skull. But what is the belly doing there? It was already there before the Hawks. Man, but that's such cool art. And then Nosferatu. Oh man, you should have died. Oh, that yeah. Oh man, should have died. Man, guts, you're killing her. Snap out of it. But I think Casca is strong enough to. Yeah, it's guts though. It's really strong. Man, she passed out. Guts. Why? And but I think this should be the time for Guts to tell her about that, because I think it's also a good thing to at least vent it out, and maybe Casca would at least be able to comfort her the way he did when Casca told her about her traumatic experience. I didn't want that to happen. I didn't mean to kill you, Gambino. Oh man. Yeah, look at that face. This just he's the boy who lost. I guess the crazy part is that he killed his father. And that yeah, this definitely kill. A big black shadow covered over me. He forced me, pinned down and my arms and legs. I couldn't resist, not as a child. I couldn't do a Gundam thing. So I murdered him, made it look like death in battle from behind with a bowgun. That big bastard. Gambino assaulted you. So you killed him? No. Gambino was different. I never meant to kill him. Gambino. He took me in when I was a baby and almost dead. He taught me the sword. So why? Why did he sell me out to that big bastard? Yeah. I guess that's the question that he's been asking for. Man, and the only person that you wanted to gain, I guess, affirmation is the one who sold him out. Yeah. He was always thinking, always after he lost his leg in battle. But at least now he's letting it out and letting Casca know about it. He talked to this dog, Shisu. He not once he would call out my name. Shisu, wasn't that the name of his wife? I think that's the name of his wife. He got drunk and suddenly attacked me. I thought he'd avoid the blow. But when I looked, there was my sword in Gambino's throat. My sword. He told me I should have died. He said I should have died 11 years before beneath my mother's corpse. Man. This is what Guts is really feeling. Has been always struggling about. I'm sorry, Gambino, father. And the only thing that has kept him going is, I guess, fighting, and it's his only distraction from this. But I love that he's showing his vulnerable self towards Casca now. Man. I think this is the first time Casca sees Guts cry. Sorry, I did something horrible. Sorry. This was your first time, but I did that. G- I can't just say forget it. that this has happened. I'll go now if you tell me to get lost. Otherwise, I swear I'll make it up in battle. Guts, you, yes, I killed my father. I meant to get over it a long time ago. This past year, I didn't remember it one time. Why did it come back now? It's laughable. I've killed so many people, more people than I can count. So why just this? Just Gambino, such forget about it. It just be us licking each other's wounds. Fine. Even if that's all it is. Fine. And I really hope she's still alive in the present time. I've already shown you everything. All my weaknesses have been laid bare for you. Somehow I feel like we're finally even. You bled so much for me. These are wounds from the 100-man battle, right? Oh, now she's looking back at his scars. Even the wound Oh, even the wound I gave you. Licking wounds is good enough. I too want a wound. Oh. That I can say you gave me. Yeah, he already gave you a wound. I guess. I will change. Oh. Maybe my place is within this man's heart. And this is what Judo was saying. Yeah, at least they finally I guess they finally confirmed it with each other. But this is just this will definitely not last. But hopefully in the future, hopefully not just being given to, maybe I can give something as well. Yeah, and the romance continues. But it's nice that they I guess Guts has finally been able to share that with someone instead of just keeping it to himself. Because even Griffith, he has never even told Griffith that, and I guess that's the same with Casca, is that she has never really been able to lay out her feelings towards Griffith, compared to the way she's been able to do to with Guts. As I dozed off for some reason. Oh man. As I dozed off, for some reason I recalled myself as a boy, rubbing in the medicine Gambino gave me. Beside the boy, an oversized size sword shined dimly. So maybe this will also give him another perspective. Because this moment when Gambino gave him the medicine, it somewhat changed how I saw Gambino that time. That maybe he does care about Guts. But I guess the time when he sold off Guts is still very I don't think it's still comparable to this. But I guess this is um at least there's something that Guts could look back that at least he did care a little bit. And at least Casca's given him that right now as well. That someone cares for him. Wounds. Okay, next chapter. Berserk. Are we going on the next volume now? Volume 10. Berserk. Oh, Griffith. What happened to you? Sparks from a sword tip. Ooh. Sparks from a sword tip. It's strange. Like it's not even my own body. That was your first time too, right? Ah, man, I love Gus' reaction. I mean, you were so rough at first, like you were frantic or something. It's understandable considering what happened to you. That's also why you used to hate being touched by anyone. Oh, now it's making sense to Casca now. Yeah, he doesn't want to be touched. It never mattered with you, huh? When you first saved my life for some reason. At that time, it was fine, but only with you. Ah, man. Hey, Guts, will you stay? Eh? After we've rescued Griffith here with the Band of the Hawk. With Jadori, Kurt, Pippin, Corcus, the others. Everyone like it used to be. No. Oh. I want to draw the line. Keep things separate. I can stay. Waterfall. That's right. There's one there too. Huh. Where I've been holed up the past year. Here it comes. Okay. Oh, he was training. With someone else? Oh, a girl. Her sword's broken. Yet yeah, it is. Oh, oh, man, this is such a callback to the first girl we met. Um, where he had to kill. Good grief. Oh, a blacksmith's daughter. Good grief. First you act like you're dead for a week, then you go and almost kill yourself. Heh, if you died. Oh, maybe this will be his blacksmith where he will finally get his that that sword that he's using in the present time. Because that sword is way bigger compared to the ones he's using in the past. If you died, at least things balance out around here. You freeloader. Hey Godo, why are you a blacksmith all alone up here in the mountains? I ain't alone. Daughter's with me. There's good ore to be had in those hills. They say elves used to live there long ago. Hmm. Ooh. Godo, why are you a blacksmith? My family's been a blacksmith since my great grandfather's days. Do you like doing it? I don't know. I like it. It's neat. Don't know. I'll be one too. Hey, careful with that. Before I knew how to walk, this was in my hand. Before I could decide if I liked it or not, I hit the iron in front of me. After that, I was so busy trying to improve and craft better stuff that one day I woke up an old man. Huh, simple enough. Time passed by fast. I've been striking the iron since I was born. Just like folks who don't know why they're alive. I don't know why I keep hammering. Oh yeah, oh this is the sparks of the tips. Oh yeah, there's one thing I like about being a blacksmith, eh? Sparks. Sparks are nice. I get engulfed in them. It feels like my own life for an instant is springing into the air before my eyes. Oh. In the end, this is all there is for me. Dreams is this what a dream is to me? But I guess now he's seeing that also in a different perspective through the blacksmith. Cause if you look at Griffith's ambition, is so grand. It's you would definitely feel smaller once you get near Griffith. So I guess that's what Guts is feeling when he was around Griffith. I will get my own kingdom. Yeah, no. It's not a clear, concrete destination like what Griffith said. It's not some lofty, glittering thing. Yeah, this nearer to me. It's like part of my body. With this, I've kept myself alive through more moments than I can count. Because this was there, I once again threw myself into the jaws of death. Almost the entire time I've been alive, this was next to me as part of my body. Man, that's so cool. Oh man, Nosferatu, Gambino, the Skeleton King, Griffith, Pippin, Corcus, Judo. Even the prince, the brother of the king, and who's that girl? I guess the yeah the son of the brother of the king, and even the rhino. Man, when I lost Gambino, when I met Griffith and the Band of the Hawk, and when I parted with them, Zod the Immortal, suffering I should have never been able to bear, and moments I could sense death. I came through all of it with this unforgettable things, unforgettable people, and all of it by the tip of the sword. I get the feeling I've done it all by grasping a hilt in my hand. No, actually, compared to what my hands has touched, my swords touch 1,000 times more. It's like this has been my life in and of itself. It feels like my own life for an instant is springing into the air before my eyes. Sparks, maybe I'm drawn in by them too. The little sparks that spring out when swords clash. All the thoughts of your life and your enemies, striking and scattering the tiny lights of existence itself. Man, that's a really deep way of thinking about that. But yeah, that's how he sees it now. You see life there. Maybe it's just, yeah, the simple thing is that maybe that's more than enough to at least keep him moving forward. And yeah, I wield the sword. Maybe it's different from the dream Griffith talks about, but for no one else's sake, without being swept up. This time, it's by my own will. My own, making my own sparks even for an instant. Oh man. It may not be a worthwhile reason, but I finally found it, my own thing. Man. I'll stick around until we rescue Griffith and rebuild the Band of the Hawk. But that's it. After that, I continue my journey. Because I want to improve my skills and more and challenge myself by crossing swords with stronger and stronger enemies. Yeah. If I stay, there might be no lack of battles, but I'm sure there wouldn't be enough of the battles I won. Man, his hunger for fighting, and I guess that's what he really is. He enjoys fighting. He's a warrior, and I guess it's a different case for him, because there are warriors that is somewhat doesn't want to continue fighting, and doesn't take pleasure in that. It's just for survival. But I guess now Guts is. I guess at first it was just the same with Guts when he grew up. I guess he's trying to get along, but I guess he grew out to love it and get used to it. And yeah, it makes sense now that at least now he has finally found that um, reason. But definitely that will change. I guess that it's still what he enjoyed doing in the present time. He was still killing and fighting everyone who gets in his way, and even in a higher level now, because he was dealing with the snake demon, and he's dealing with monsters now compared to. I guess he has now um, improved the level of difficulty that he's currently fighting in the present time compared to back then. So, but I guess his main motivation now is, I guess at the present time, the present Guts is to find the God Hand, the five God Hand, and yeah, maybe kill Griffith. I don't know what. I'm still not sure, but it feels like he wants to kill Griffith. But I think there's more to that. So maybe I think he also wants answers for why Griffith did it, and on how is the other four God Hand will be connected to that. I've made up my mind. I'll never entrust my sword to another again. I'll never hang from someone else's dream. From now on, every battle will be my own. Ahahaha. Haha, that was so grandly spoken. It must have taken all it must have taken all the brains you have, not like the old you at all. Like Griffith, really. Ah. After all, you and Griffith are just the same. It's all about dreams. Oh, she's pissed off. All about yourself. It's the same whether I'm around or not. You're just gonna leave again, right? Oh, you knew that from the start, right? Go then. Hey, hey, again. Go fight by yourself until you're satisfied. Just go and die like a dog somewhere. Go and die. Go and die with your beloved sword, you bastard. Man, I'm gonna drown you in that pool before someone else kills you. Come. Oh, come with me. What? That was a. He's going to leave the Hawks, but he's taking with him. He's taking him. He's taking you with him. I don't know what's ahead, whether being with you will get in the way of what I want to do or the opposite. I can't tell now. But at any rate, right now, I can't have you enough. What? I wanna have you hundreds. He's not satisfied. Thousand of times. Stupid. More from here on. That's what I'm thinking now. Uh, but I wonder what Griffith will think about as well. Cause he's just not getting guts. Casca will also be taken away from the band. So stupid. Don't say that. You know better. Oh, man. 3 days prior, in the dense forest along the Midland border, an extraordinary event took place. Oh, isn't this the snake that we met? Foresters caught sight of something. It emerged from a valley deep in the wood, a silhouette against the setting sun of some giant serpent-headed monster. Wasn't this the one that got? I guess it's bigger. It's it's taller than a tree. I forget that guy's name. Now, something beyond human knowledge has. Oh, the behelit has begun to steer. Sparks from a sword tip and K-49. Oh, it's about to happen. Oh, that's so cool. Infiltrating with ham. Yeah. Wonder what's this made out of from. It seems like it's those that are like cross stitch. It looks very different. The small battles we fought on the cobblestone when we were still young. The small victories we achieved. Oh, we're seeing Griffith's backstory now. The many sparkling junk spoils we plundered. So what sparked Griffith's decision to have his own kingdom? What is pushing him to the extent of doing anything to obtain that? Staring up from the back alley of brothels and taverns, where the sun never shines, I saw something shimmering against the sun. It was the brightest thing I had ever seen. I made up my mind the junk I would get for myself would be that thing. Man. Darkness, deep darkness without even a trace of light. How much time has passed since I was cast into this darkness? An eternity, but it also seems like an instant. All my senses are numbed and I can't feel a thing. What of my body? It's like floating in midair. What have I retained my sanity? Did I go insane long ago? In all this emptiness, only one thing is vivid. Oh, only him, like lightning on a dark night. He rises up with me, blazing, and again, like a tidal wave. An infinite number of feelings surge upon me: malice, friendship, jealousy, futility, regret, tenderness, sorrow, pain, hunger. So many recurring yearning feelings. That giant swirl of violent emotions in which none are definite but all are implied. That alone is the bond which keeps my consciousness from vanishing amidst the numbness. Man, it's guts. No one else kept him alive. I know that I'm different from other people. Those I've met can by no means disregard me. They always view me with either a look of goodwill or animosity. I know that the goodwill forms into trust or fellowship, and the animosity into awe or possibly dread. Thereby have I grasped the hearts of so many in these hands. But why is it when it comes to him? Yeah, I always lose my composure. He was the reason I've been thrown into this darkness, and now he's the sole sustenance keeping me alive. Out of so many thousands of comrades and tens of thousands of enemies, why just him? How long ago did someone I was supposed to have in hand instead gain such a stronghold on me? And yeah, that's you can't really control your feelings. And I guess his bond with Guts, that endless play began so long ago on the cobblestone of the back alley. That pilgrimage to claim what to me was the most sacred piece of junk. But now, as he shines so glaring within me, man, the junk grows dull. He has forgotten. Yeah, I think because I thought that he has a very strong reason of doing it. It's like something that has been pushed into him. That's why he wanted the kingdom. But I never expected that. He just decided that I wanted to have that kingdom, and I guess his possessiveness and obsession towards getting that, I guess, makes him very determined and very committed to that. But I guess now that he met Guts, that commitment has been destroyed, and yeah, it all changed because it's something that he cannot really control. It's not some. It's I guess it's somewhat similar to that, but now it's more clear to him compared to the at that moment where he just looked up in the sky, and he decided I want to have that. But I think maybe there's more to it. Maybe this is just a glimpse of the tip of the iceberg of why Griffith is really doing this. But I think if anything, it shows that it's not really that. I guess he has definitely sacrificed a lot of things. He has sacrificed a lot of people and even his own body. So to convince me that it's something he really wants so desperately, and he has a very big reason of doing it. And I guess it just shows also as well how strong he feels for Guts, how strong is his um emotions and his, I guess, his compassion or love towards Guts, that he abandoned all of that, all those sacrifices, all those years, all those things that he had to do to just obtain that goal. He destroyed all of that just because of Guts. So that's how much he values Guts in compared to his ambition. And yeah, I think, I don't know. I wonder how he will feel. I guess how he will react to knowing that that person is now with someone else, with Casca. Guts. And I never expected this. I never expected that. It's, I guess, how Griffith. I guess we had hints of it when the first time he met Guts, but never to the point like this. So I could definitely, and that thing never changes. It's hard to get out of you to be able to move on from your feelings, especially if it's as deep as Griffith's feelings towards Guts. So I'm assuming the current Griffith right now, who's part of the God Hand, unless there's some kind of magic that removes that. But I don't think so, because we saw that from the count that he was able to choose to sacrifice himself instead of his daughter. So I think this is really cool that we're seeing this more with Griffith, and I think that there will be definitely a plot twist reveal with Griff. Why did Griffith decide to brand Guts, or maybe sacrifice Guts or something? Definitely, there's a bigger story to it than just Guts wanting to get revenge or something. What I see it. Oh, what are those? What are those? Oh, what are those? Oh, isn't this the same thing that Guts was seeing when he was in prison with Puck? Hallucination? Oh, Prince. Prince of us, the unforgiven. Prince, we seek an audience with you. Oh, yeah, I think this is it. That thing that Guts was seeing. It's just that it's a lot. It's more than one. But I love that they're just showing one eye of Griffith right now. Just kind of creepy. Seek an audience with you. In time, at that place, we shall meet. We are kinsmen. O blessed King of Longing. Oh, the God Hand. Oh. I guess Griffith will be rescued from here. Oh, and then he will go here. Meet with the God Hand. So the four of them. It's that time. Ah, man. If only it weren't for this injury, I could have gone with everyone. We've been together for so long now, too. Don't be so down about it. We'll let you be the first to hug Griffith when he returns. Just leave this to us. Guts, do my part too. Be sure you get Griffith out. Sure, and then I'm sure, just like old times. Uh, Everyone, mount and form up. Uh-oh. From here, we split into two groups that will operate independently. The Griffith Rescue Squad is to depart immediately. Oh, it still hurts. Let's go, boss. Man, what? Lucky. Nothing. Oh, Griffith Rescue Squad. We depart for Windham 3 days later. Oh, I thought that we're going to see the spirits come up from the cemetery. Tell me why we're in a graveyard. Talk about gloomy. Windham's before our eyes. We visited somebody's oh, it's like a tunnel or something. Secret passage. Huh? A castle that huge has to have one or two secret escape passages. Common sense in war. Come on, if we find it that easy, I'll quit being a mercenary. You should have talked that. You should have said that early. I found it. Retirement. Man, I love judo in guts. Banter. This is it. Pippin. Roar. Yeah. No mistake. This is it. All right, let's go. Will I fit in there? Yeah. Oh, I guess they have to leave. Oh, I guess the only ones who would really be able to fit in are maybe Guts, Judo, and Casca. Wait a minute. Pippin and Judo I can see, but after, ain't it a bad idea for your leader to go in there? Uh, he's worried now. What choice is there? It's obvious that we're the band of Dog's strongest members. Sending in too many people would just make us stand out. At any rate, if we can get Griffith out, it's meaningless. This team has the highest potential for success. Yeah, but hey, he's worried. You're worried, aren't you? Give me a break. uh, when it comes to sword fighting, I'm better. I'm even better than those two. Oh, oh, man. You're a pro, Merc, right now. Leave your personal feelings out of the plan. Obey your superior's orders. I can at least watch your back. Don't forget it. Ah, right. Man. I guess they're surprised that Casca is now handling Guts. He's able to make Guts obey her compared to being stubborn before. Let's go. Oh, no. Pippin is really going in. Oh, infiltrating with him. And okay, final chapter for this read through. Ooh, isn't that the princess? I wonder what happened to her. I guess the king wouldn't really dare do anything about that. And I guess he's obsessed with his daughter as well. Griffith, you were always looking up, rising to the top, paying heed to nothing but ascension, flying alone above all the hawk. Yes, you would never come down to the land where we crawl, the boundless hawk. Frustration, resignation, there's no one who those words fit less. Composed, ruthless, shrewd. Don't tell me, do I need a reason each time I put myself in harm's way for your sake? Always winning, always taking. Do you think that I'm cruel? Man, I feel bad for Griffith now. Because I don't think he really wanted to sacrifice all those people, those things. But I guess it's the reason that made him kept on going. And now all of that has been, man, Griffith's no good without you. If that's the case, then if that's true, we're here. We're sure found this passage easily though. We have someone on the inside, insurance. Oh, a mausoleum. From the grave to the grave, that was weak. Who's there? Wait. Oh, it's the princess. Oh, yeah, makes sense. She's the one who would want to rescue him. And they're on our side. You are the band of the hawk? We've been waiting for you. You really did come. Thank goodness, I kept wondering what was to become of us if you did not arrive. I almost expect to see ghosts here. Who are you? Oh, you shouted, "Hey, pal," at Lord Julius when you were with Lord Griffith. You did what? Man, I remember it. I'm Charlotte. How do you do? I, the princess? Then the one on the inside. You're being rude. Oh, at least they're showing respects to her. I do not mind. I am Casca, acting leader of the Band of the Hawk. Your Highness, Devotion and efforts have made it possible for us to be present here tonight. Gonna bite your tongue. The entire band of the Hawk offers its deepest gratitude. Oh, I remember you on the morning you set out for Doldry. You're the knight I asked to protect Lord Griffith. So you are a woman. I did not notice. What's with that face? What's with that face of judo and guts? Uh, um, but I knew at a glance this time though. I guess they're making of how they're making fun of Casca. I wonder why. Cause it's dark. She mistook her for a woman, you know. Man. Man, gets really man, he's really not holding back. But I love these moments. This is rare. Highness. More importantly, we haven't much time. We mustn't lose a moment in rescuing Griffith, Sir Griffith. There isn't much time until dawn. Yes, you're right. Come, let's hurry this way. So I guess this is the time where the king is now finally deciding to execute Griffith, because he did say that he wants to torture Griffith for a year to satisfy his anger. I recognize this area, yeah. I never even imagined a homecoming like this one. Princess Charlotte, the next in line to the throne of Midland. Even though she's princess of a kingdom, she doesn't have the characteristic high-handed bearing of royalty or nobility. She seems cheerful and kind. Even the woman in me got a good impression. And she's Griffith. Now that things have come to this, does Griffith still see her as necessary? My feelings of admiration for Griffith haven't changed, but it still bothers me. I'm still jealous. I don't want to be this way. Oh, she's yeah. I guess it's hard um to move on from that. I guess because she grew up having that admiration and feelings towards Griffith for years. Miss Casca, I must apologize. My father, His Majesty's behavior towards Lord Griffith and all of you a year ago. As his blood relative, I feel I must apologize from the bottom of my heart. Man, too bad that yeah, she's really different from his father. Not at all. There's no call for your highness to apologize. It was through your help that we were able to infiltrate Windham this way. Please do not let it trouble you. However, we're never going to clear the air like this. If you know, would you please tell us? Oh, what in the world happened the day before we were entrapped? The night before Griffith was imprisoned. I understand. Your Highness, it's alright. That night, Lord Griffith was in my chambers. Who goes? What are you doing there? Oh no. Princess, Highness? The hell? Who in God's name is out at this? Why? Why, Princess Charlotte? How rude of us. It matters not. Lift your heads. But what brings you out here so late? I sought the night breeze, so I was just going for a walk. Of course, but wasn't it the case that your highness was not to leave the palace? Those were his majesty's orders. But I cannot stand it, it's hard to breathe. Therefore I chose to come out at this hour to avoid being seen by people. I ask you please. I will go back inside in several hours, so do not speak of this. But well, Anna. Oh no. The, no, it's different. I thought it's the queen, but I forgot that the queen is dead already. I guess this is the assistant. Yes, yes. It isn't much, but please take this. Consider it a supplemental tip. Oh, well, in that case, alright. The rest, the best to you and your bodyguards. Not bad. I thought you were just a timid, sheltered princess. Pardon? Hey. Oh, your highness. I'm alright. I was just a little nervous, but looks like I was of some use. Let go of her, you lout. It is as you said. I don't know anything and can't do anything. I'm just some sheltered girl. I myself can't believe what I just managed to do. I wonder what if we will meet her again eventually. Maybe she's now a queen in the present time. Because she's the only remaining descendant of the king. So I guess the king doesn't want her to be married to someone else as well. But eventually, with seeing how old the king is, he will during the present time assume he's already dead. So maybe she's already the queen or the princess, though, because I don't know how who will be the next in throne in case the king died. Will it fall into her and she will have to look for a husband? I think it must have been because it was for his sake, for Lord Griffith's sake. Now we must hurry. Hey, should I hold your hand? Man, let's go. Oh, but yeah, she's still feeling, I guess, bad about this. You ain't some lost kid. Thought we'd be keeping personal feelings out of it. That's one old looking tower. The Tower of Rebirth. Do you know about it? Among the many towers in Windham, it's the most ancient. Oh, that's why maybe yeah, I guess it's somehow made a connection with Griffith because maybe because of all the blood or maybe the Behelit. But they did say he's like a prince or something. So Griffith had, I guess, because of the Behelit, that they said that it was like the egg of a king. So because it has, I guess it's been with Griffith for so long. So maybe that's the reason. They say it's been here since the time Midland was established, possibly even before then. I don't know exactly why it was built, but it seems in times of war, prisoners, and during the Inquisition, heretics were, oh, the heretics were imprisoned underground beneath this tower. And we all know what the heretics were doing when the Count saw them. They were performing rituals for the God Hand, I think. And I think that's where the Count found the, was it the Behelit? Yeah, I think that's where the Count found the Behelit. No, even now the underground part of the tower is used as a prison. I've heard that Lord Griffith is confined in the room on the lowest level. Thank you so much for your assistance, Your Highness. We will go on by ourselves from here. If it's discovered that the princess is not in the palace, it will cause a citywide panic. What's up? You sure about letting her leave now? What? I've got nothing against her either, honestly, but in battle you have to use what you can. Oh, do you don't mean? Yeah, it should make a good hostage if we took her now. Don't say such foolish things. The princess is the one who guided us this far, and you'd bite that hand that fed us. I don't think that's the case. If we invite her in good faith, she might surprise you by consenting. After all, that way she could be together with her beloved Lord Griffin. But it also makes sense. At least they have some kind of um, backup plan in case this doesn't work. In case they are captured, I guess in case someone sees them right now, they could use that as a backup plan. Regarding that, I do not mind. Whoop. I think Judo purposely let her hear that. No, I myself ask it too. Would you man, this assistant is definitely going to be punished. Would you be willing to take me along with you, Highness? Oh, that's the end. Eh. And so far, uh, I guess so far it's going great, but the hints of what's about to happen has already been shown. Guess we saw the, I guess, what was his name? The snake, the night snake that we met, the first from the first arc. So I'm assuming the reason Gus was looking for him for a reason. So I guess we will meet him in this arc eventually, and Guts knew about him before, and cause I think that's maybe him, cause I think that's the only, or maybe it's someone else, cause it's way bigger to compared to the one that we met to at the first arc from the before the Golden Age, and yeah, and the God Hand was also hinted to be appearing, and I, I'm I'm worried now with how Griffith will react in all of this, and but still somewhat feel that he still has that good intentions, and I guess he just I guess it's his nature. I guess we've seen how much he's obsession towards something that he wants, that if he wants something he would definitely do everything in his power to get that. That's why he did what he had to do in order to become to have the accomplishment of what they have right now. So it's possible that in order for him to have guts, because right now that's his ambition now has changed. He wants guts. So his branding guts makes him exclusive or something to Griffith or something like that. And how will that affect the relationship of Guts and Casca? And yeah, I don't think Griffith would allow Casca and Griffith to leave the band and I guess have their own journey. And especially now that Griffith is realizing how much Guts means to him. And it's just that I'm just happy right now for Casca and Guts, because I never thought that we will get this right after Guts left. I thought that once Guts left the band will be all killed and be sacrificed by Griffith or something, and that's when it all starts. The anger of Guts towards Griffith and him wanting to find the God Hand. But I guess so far right now, um, the the supernatural things, the demons, the demons, those creatures, is not really fully the main part of the story. Because from the first part before the Golden Age, it's more about the demons. Because the first part we saw Guts having sex with a creature that turns into a monster that kills its prey by letting it have sex with it. So it's more focused on that, I guess, building that and showing us that this world has that kinds of creatures. But with Golden Age, is more like I guess medieval times with war, and we slowly had bits of that supernatural with Nosferatu, with the Skeleton King, and now I guess with the Behelit and those creatures. So I think now it's slowly, and I guess the Skeleton King did say, or I guess it Nosferatu, that the moment the eclipse happens, that it will, I guess the door to hell will open. I guess that's how it's connected to the Godan. Oh, or another thing is that maybe Griffith will be the one who'll open that, and that's how it will eventually create the chaos. But I guess it's already open because we saw that snake beast from before, and I guess the Skeleton King. And I wonder how Nosferatu will play into this. Is he an enemy or something like that? How is he related to the God Hand, or is he a different entity? Because he did save Guts at that moment. He helped Guts by giving him his sword. So I wonder how he will play into all of this eventually. And yeah, what happened to Casca, to the band after that? So I'm now really worried Because yeah, it's all it feels like it's almost just a few chapters where we finally see what what did Griffith do to make Guts hate him so much, and who did Griffith sacrifice? Because I think that's the main reason why would Guts want to kill Griffith or look for the God Hand or something. Is that someone has to die, and the only my biggest suspicion right now is that it's Casca, because seeing now how I guess how how much God's care about Casca right now, it worries me, because this is one of the things that will definitely break him again and turn him into that current Guts that we saw, that brutal, savage, doesn't trust anyone Guts. So yeah, I'm worried. I hope she's still alive, because man, she's the only thing that I guess good thing that I can see Guts having. Because I guess Guts did meet Pac eventually, but and I guess she looks kind of similar to Casca, but I don't think that's the same person though. Because Judo did meet Pac before, so but yeah, I guess yeah, I forgot also that someone told me that Pac is a boy. So yeah, there goes that. And but yeah, I'm really curious now to see. But this is a really long, I guess, fully blown exploration of what happened to him. Because we're still not seeing where he lost his eye, he lost his arm, but I guess we're seeing a glimpse of maybe where he gets his weapons. Maybe that blacksmith has been helping him with those weapons that he's using currently, because he has tons of weapon. The current Guts right now, that I remember when they were talking about when they were torturing him, that he was like a one man who's going into a war by the number of weapons that he had. So yeah, I'm just really curious. I guess I will definitely see it eventually, but if you compare the current Guts and the Guts that I'm seeing right now in this um backstory, man, he looks much more livelier, happier, and yeah, he feels more happy now. I guess he was a little bit. His backstory has started as tragic, but right now it has been able to become much better. But the thing is, it will get much worse, because if you look at him, the current Guts, yeah, I don't know. I feel like that person doesn't have anything left except for revenge. So yeah. But I'm still hoping. I'm still hopeful for Casca. And man, I guess because we spent more time. So far, we have spent more time now with Casca, the Band of Dogs, with Griffin, more than with Puck. And from the first, I think it's first 16 chapters. So compared to now, which is around already 50 chapters. So yeah, and I just love how the character development, and I guess also the character relationship that we've seen so far. And yeah, I just really enjoy. I love these characters now, and I feel very sad and worried because we don't see them in the in the first 16 chapters of Berserk, the beginning of the of this manga. So this is the backstory. These people might be dead now. Who knows? But yeah. I guess the only the only person that really has survived this for so long was Puck. So I guess Guts as well and Griffith. So yeah, if you would like to share your thoughts, let me know in the comments. If you did, maybe some things that I did not notice as well, or just share your thoughts about this read through or these chapters. Let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate that. And if you did enjoy watching my read through, please leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you want to watch my read through to the next chapters right now, just go to the link in the description down below on my Patreon. If you decide to support my channel there, you'll have the benefit of an early access, and it will really be able to sustain this channel and help me creating more videos like this in the future. So thank you again for watching. See you in my next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.